Good morning. I'm Berks County Commissioner Christian Leinbach, and I want to welcome you to the Commissioners Board meeting for March the 5th. We're here in person and also broadcasting on Microsoft Teams Town Hall as well as BCTV. We'll begin with a moment of silence followed by a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'll recognize my executive assistant, Veronica Lepore, to read the public comment notice.
Good morning. Thank you. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you, Veronica. Are there any additions or corrections for the February 26th meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. We did have an executive session on March the 4th dealing with personnel, real estate, and litigation. Do we have any public comment on specific agenda items? Nothing online, nothing in person. We'll move right into our agenda. Item 1, authorizing. Under that, Budget Department, adopt a resolution authorizing 2025 budget transfers in the amount of $2,106,439 and 2025 appropriations in the amount of $278,159. 2026 transfers in the amount of $105,472 and 2026 appropriations in the amount of $91,177 per listing dated February the 26th of 26. There are several items listed under the commissioners. Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing submission of the application for reimbursement of the county recycling coordinator position to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, Bureau of Waste Management for reimbursement of 50% of the salary, benefits, and expenses paid to the Berks County Recycling Coordinator for the calendar year 2025, known as the 903 Recycling Coordinator Grant, and further authorizing the chair to execute the Worker Protection and Investment Certification Form. That seems like a run-on sentence. That was all one sentence. I'm sure everyone cares. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of the Juvenile Probation Services Grant Agreement, including the execution of the proposed budget signature page between the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and through the Juvenile Court Judges Commission of the Office of General Counsel and Berks County for the fiscal year 25-26. This resolution shall further authorize the Chief Operations Officer to execute all documents and agreements necessary to facilitate and assist in obtaining the requested grant. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the amended and restated Berks County Infrastructure Loan Fund Agreement between the County of Berks and the Berks County Industrial Development Authority effective March the 5th, 2026, subject to final review and approval by the Solicitor's Office. Item D, which was listed on the agenda, has been removed. Item 2, A motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated March the 2nd of 2026. There are a total of 5 contracts. There's 3 jointly with Children and Youth Services and Juvenile Probation. There's 1 with Facilities and Operations and 1 with the Solicitor's Office. Item 3, a motion to authorize the execution of payments and electronic transfers for the week ending March 6th of 2026. Item 4, a motion to authorize the execution of employee payroll disbursements dated March the 10th of 2026.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. We'll go to reports of our treasurer and controller. Our treasurer is not available, nor is his deputy. So I will read the treasurer's report. The general account balance is $195,272,826.14. There's a balance to clear of $4,707,565.16. That leaves a balance of $190,565,260.98. We'll move now to our Berks County Controller, Joe Rutterow, with the Controller's report.
Thank you, Chairman Lineback. For the week ending March 6, 2026, we have a total accounts payable and cash disbursement of $4,209,966.73. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. And moving now to our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Langbach. We have nothing to offer at this time.
Okay. That quickly, we are to Commissioner's comments, and we'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Lineback. I have a few items here. Just last week, the jail held a graduation ceremony for 4 individuals who recently earned their GED at the jail. They were donated gowns and caps from Penn State. So thankful for that. It's a great opportunity for people who are in the jail who at some point be reintegrated into society to earn their GED and prepare for what life holds for them when they come out of jail. So congratulations to the 4 individuals who graduated from their GED, and also to the warden and the staff there at the jail. Thank you for the work that you do, trying to make sure that people who come out of jail are able to reintegrate into society as they come out here in Berks County. Also, tomorrow will be Black Balloon Day. I spoke about this last week, but Black Balloon Day is a time to remember and support those who have lost a loved one to an overdose and those who are impacted by substance use disorder. So we will be sharing our stories and bringing the community together through shared experiences, helps break the stigma and drive real change. For more information on Black Balloon Day, please visit cocaberks.org. Again, cocaberks.org. There's no specific events going on tomorrow, but it's the opportunity for everyone who has the chance to reach out to someone who has lost a loved one due to an overdose or someone they know that is impacted by substance use disorder. Also, this past Friday, I was participated in the Connections Work R3 graduation. R3 is a program to prepare people who are involved in the judicial system to get jobs. They go through cognitive behaviors, they go through different work experiences, preparing them to go out and find a job and have not only the hard skills, but the soft skills as well to be able to find and keep a job. This past graduation, there were 13. I think it's the largest graduation I've been to. And out of the 13, 6 were female. It's definitely the first graduation that I've been to that there have been so many ladies that graduated from the program. This is an 8-week intensive program that they go through. They made the decision to sign up for the program. They made the decision to go through the program, and they made the decision to graduate and try to turn their lives around. So congratulations to the graduates from the R3 program, as well as Connections Work for the work that they do. Also, yesterday, all three of us had the opportunity to attend the Reading Area Community College Legislative Breakfast. Most legislative breakfasts, you have the legislators giving an update as to what's going on. In this legislative breakfast, they invited legislators and other elected officials to give an update about what's going on at RAC. A lot of great things going on there. So I want to again congratulate Dr. Looney and her staff at RAC for the great job they do here in Berks County. Tomorrow, there's numerous events going on. I'm just going to highlight that we have the 22nd Annual Berks County Heroes Breakfast from the Red Cross, where local professionals and ordinary citizens, animals, Good Samaritans, emergency personnel, healthcare providers are celebrated because of some type of heroic act that they did, while others may have ran away from a difficult situation. They ran towards it to help someone who was in need. So I want to congratulate all the award winners. And it's a breakfast that we always enjoy hearing the stories about people who are normal people, just like everyone in this room, who give from themselves to help others without thinking many times about the consequences or possible consequences of their actions. Also on Monday, Connections Work, we have the Connections Work Career Fair at the DoubleTree from 8:30 to 12 p.m. Barbara will be bringing it up on the screen there. This will be held at the DoubleTree. There will be employers there, and these employers are second chance employers. So this is for people who are judicially involved. So please make it to the career fair. Help us share this information. It's at the DoubleTree. There will be parking there. There will be doing interviews and providing other services for those trying to find a job. Again, Monday from 8:30 to 12 at the DoubleTree. Also this Tuesday, we will have
9 a.m.
Oh, 9
That's
a.m.
what it said.
Okay, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. But you can arrive early. That way it's better than late, right?
I'll go with it.
But thank you.
Yeah, okay. That's a note. That was Commissioner Rivera. So when people arrive early.
I have it on my calendar at 8:30. Maybe they put it there so I get there on time. I don't know, but. On Tuesday, we have our town hall at the Robizonia Community Library. That one is at 6:30, but doors open at 6 p.m. So 6:30 to 8 at the Robizonia Community Library on Tuesday. All three of us will be there. And another important event that will be going on next week is the Berks 275th anniversary kickoff. And this will be held Wednesday. It's on the screen there. It will be held Wednesday. The program is from 6:30 to 7:30 at the Reading Area Community College Miller Center for the Arts. The entrance is free. There's free parking there as well in the RAC student parking lot. You can park in the Parking Authority parking lot, but you would have to pay for that. But RAC has plenty of parking in the student parking lots, which will be open. So please join us. Bring a friend. We're going to kick off the Berks 275th celebration because next year on March 11th, Berks County turns 275 years old. So please join us for the kickoff again next Wednesday, 6:30 to 7:30. No RSVP is required, but show up and ready to celebrate. My last item is we do have an election board meeting today at 11 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. And we'll move now to Commissioner Dante Santoni.
Just a couple things, Mr. Chairman, to add. A couple things I attended. Yesterday, Lynn and I attended the check presentation at the LGBT Center. State grant was gotten by State Representative Johanny Cepeda Freitas to help with the center to continue to provide the services to the LGBTQ plus community. They've been having some issues with some funding, and it was a great event. And I commend Representative Cepeda Freitas on securing that funding. I know that probably Commissioner Linebaugh is going to talk about this because he was on stage last night, but I also attended the Center for Excellence in Local Government Municipal Officials Dinner last night. They indicated they had a record number of officials, and it was a great event. And you'll probably hear a little bit more from my colleague on the program. Just one thing to add for the RAC breakfast that Commissioner Rivera reported on. Dr. Susan Looney, the president of Reading Area Community College, is up for an award, a national award. She's one of 5 CEOs of community colleges. So we wish her the best. We think she should win, but just being nominated and being one of 5 nationwide is quite an honor, and she does a terrific job at Reading Area Community College. On Friday, there will be a groundbreaking ceremony at the Olivet Boys and Girls Club, the Mulberry Street site that I'll be attending, and look forward to that and the great work that the Olivet Boys and Girls Club does. And brief update on ICE. I know we said we're going to give updates weekly. We did meet, I think we reported last week, but we did have a meeting with the governor's office, and some of his department secretaries were there, along with elected officials and staff from Berks and Schuylkill County. I think it was a very good meeting, and the governor promised support and help along the way, just getting information, but also doing what we can to make sure that site, he opposes it as I do, but at the very least, find out more information as to what's happening at the Upper Burn facility. March is International Women's Month, so all the women that provide great service to our community. It's to recognize them and all the contributions that they provide, not just locally, but statewide, national, and of course, around the world. So, Mr. Chairman, that's all I have.
Thank you very much. I am not going to reiterate everything that my colleagues have, other than to ditto. I either was involved in the same events or am going to be involved, I know, in the groundbreaking tomorrow at Olivet's. Touch on 3 different items. One, the CEL dinner last evening. Commissioner Santoni, Lynn Burns, Veronica Lepore, and I were able to attend. I know Joe Rudderow was there. Ashley Showers and some of our folks from planning. Pam Mennett was there. Anyone else you can?
Jeremy?
Jeremy Zaborowski from IDA.
Leo Smith, the new planning.
Beth Jones, our clerk of courts.
Sue Myers?
Who?
Sue Myers?
Suzanne Myers.
Leo Smith.
Oh, yeah. Leo Smith, the new deputy, or Scott Smith. I'm going with what you're telling me.
Derek Harris was there too. Derek was there.
We were well represented. They went on the theme of the cash cab. What's that? I can. It wasn't my event. They did a ripoff of the theme of cash cab called Tom's Taxi, as in Tom Rader. Tom Rader did a great job interviewing different folks. I happen to be one of them. However, last night there was a fair amount of recognition for the passing of Paul Jansen, and a number of comments were made. I think a number of years I've been doing the opening prayer and prayed for his family. I got a note this morning from Cheryl Jansen letting me know how much she appreciated that. And then she did a post of everything. And she said now she wishes she had come. She just felt that she couldn't go with everything so fresh with the loss of Paul. But it was a great event in a lot of different ways, but it was wonderful to see the honor and respect that was bestowed on Paul for his service to CELG. They introduced the brand new executive director, Jeannie Johnson, from former township manager in Cumru Township. I think she's going to be a great addition, brings a very different perspective. She knows, like she said, virtually everybody in the room. And I think that we're in for some exciting growth in CELG and the work that they do. Last Thursday evening, I had the opportunity to be the keynote speaker for the Heidelberg Heritage Society. over in Wernersville. I didn't know what to expect, but there were 25, 30 people very involved in that heritage group. They asked me to come and speak about the railroad and passenger rail, which I did. And then this Saturday evening, my wife and I, are you and your wife participating too?
Yeah, Reading, yeah.
I don't know if you know, but the Reading Police Police Department does a couples night out every year. And I've participated a number of times. So I believe all three of us are going, spouse is going too. So we will be there really in support of our police department. This is something that Nick Camacho, who's chaplain for the police department, is Tony Perez also a chaplain? And
Yeah.
Pastor Tony Perez, that they do. Now, I don't know if you guys looked at the agenda. It goes till 11 o'clock. For the record,
Music.
for the record, my wife and I will not be there till 11 o'clock,
It won't either.
but we're looking forward to it. It should be a good evening. That is all that I have. Comments from our row officers.
Nothing to offer. Thank you, Commissioner.
Okay, let me see. Matt Stitzel was going to, yes, he did. So Matt Stitzel had to leave early. He provided me with some stats, and I'm going to blow these up where I can see them. And I'm just going to give them for the month of February. Deaths by natural cause, 269, accidental, 9, suicide, 3, homicide, 0, that's 2 months in a row, pending, 13, undetermined, 0, monthly total, 294 deaths, down from January, which was 346. I'm going to see if there's anything else. That's all that I'm going to go ahead and share. Do appreciate Matt in giving those updates as coroner for the county. So with that, we will move to public comment. We have one person in person, and let me just quick check and make sure we have nobody online. So we have Harry Stauffer, recognize you. Harry, you have 3 minutes. If you have more material, please feel free to share it with our
No,
solicitor.
you're not getting no material. I'm just gonna go through this. This is real quick. These
Okay.
are figures without addresses. Assessment. This property is assessed that they bought it for $168,000. Assessment, 70,000. You're losing $91,000 in taxes. Next property, $450,000 they bought it for. Assessed at $173,800. You're losing $286,000 in taxes. Next property, $195,000. Assessed at $48,000. You're losing $146,100 in taxes. Here's another property, $200,500, assessed at $72,000. You're losing $128,500 in taxes. Here's one here that's basically correct. 603 Brighton Avenue is assessed at $94,000. She's paying on $94,000. That property was assessed at that at the time of the mother of. She got it from her mother's house due to her death, and along with my son and her others. So we have here, what do we have here? I'll tell you exactly what we have here. We have discrimination, absolute discrimination, or the assessment bureau is in cahoots with the real estate company. Very simple, gentlemen. If they had to pay the true taxes, which are not, they couldn't get for their property what they're getting. So I have a property that is 1235 Buttonwood Street. It is approximately 18 foot by 100 foot. The place is a crap hole in the neighborhood. I mean, you wouldn't even live there. You wouldn't even come and look at it. They paid $192,000. That's fair market value. And they're assessed at $45,000, meaning that the county is losing about $7,000 in taxes, roughly. And you want to put people's tax rates up? What we have to do, we have to restructure the taxes. We have to bring the millage down and bring these properties in line with proper assessments. And that is not being done. I don't care if a realtor can't get $200,000 for a home. But if they get it, let's get the fair property tax, not $42,000. You realize that I bought my property right across the street from that in 1974. I was assessed at $25,000, 100% of the value of the property that I paid for. That's what the assessment was set at, and that's what it should be set at. And here you come, almost 50 years later, and the property across the street sells for $192,000 and $42,000 in assessment. Somebody's getting screwed out of tax money, and other taxpayers are paying for this asinine stunt that's getting pulled on at the assessment office. These people are appraised assessors, and I don't know how they come about this. But we also have another one.
So
Yeah.
time's up, Harry.
Time's up. Boy, that's a nice way to get rid of me, isn't it? Time's up.
It's the same for
Am I the
everyone
only one?
that
Let me
speaks.
just ask you this in all fairness. Am I the only one speaking today?
It doesn't matter. It's
Answer the question. Am I the only one speaking?
this is Harry. This is public comment.
I'm just asking you that question before I get kicked out of here. Am I the only one speaking?
No one's kicking you out. We have a policy.
No. Am I the only one speaking?
Harry,
Tell me. Give me that answer.
You look around.
Then I
It
think
isn't
I'm the
a
only
question
one.
of whether
What
you're
if there were 10 more behind me? You would listen to them all?
we would listen to them all.
Okay. So what's the difference if I take a couple more minutes because there's nobody behind me?
Harry, because
No, I don't want to embarrass you, Christian. What the embarrassment is to not allow a person to have proper amount of time, because you all sit here and pledge allegiance to the flag and you say one thing in there, justice for all. But that's not being given here. Have a good day. Think of what I'm saying to you. Oh, and by the way, this last property, they
Harry,
purchased it for
Harry,
105,000. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here, Just. I don't want to interfere with you. Wait till I find out what you pay in taxes. And I'm going to find that out. You just have a good day. Now, I gave you some information. There should be an investigation. I'm going to get out of here.
So for the record, and not speaking to Harry, for the record, at the beginning of every commissioners meeting, we read through the public comment policy. And the problem is if we start making exceptions because one person or there's only 3 people here. And so we allow people to speak 8 minutes, 10 minutes. The next person that comes is going to want to be able to do the same thing. We have rules. We try to follow them. We're flexible. We don't lock a person down right at 3 minutes. Just unfortunate. I don't know if you want to address anything.
I mean, the only thing is properties aren't taxed based on their market value. They're taxed based on their assessed value. So if he would look at his property, whatever he paid for it, if it would go on market value, he'd be paying a lot more now in taxes than what he's paying. So you don't look at what someone paid for it. It's based on what the assessed value of the property is.
Yeah, when you compare the assessed value to what it was bought or sold for, the difference is not the taxes being lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not the case. And the value isn't determined based on what it was sold for. It's based on something called comparables. And so when somebody comes in to appeal their property, whether it's commercial or it is residential, they normally use an appraiser and they look at similar properties in the area and they make an appeal based on that. I again understand the point Harry's trying to make, but I think there's a clear misunderstanding of the process. of assessment, setting the value, and the comp, the market comps, that has little to do with what the property was bought or sold for.
Yeah. And if he looks at all 165,000 parcels in the county, we'll see the same thing. Market value is one thing, assessed value is the other. So,
And I will admit that there is a disparity. The last time we did reassessment was 1994. And the common level ratio is designed to help mitigate the time. But when the common level ratio falls below 80%, it no longer is able to do its job. The common level ratio right now is
30, mid-30, 35, 36.
35%. And it's somewhat of a challenge. So, okay. Anything else for the good of the order?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Meeting is adjourned.